You guys, I'm back with this sweet guy, my new baby. I did the box opening yesterday, so if you're seeing this before you see the box opening and want to be surprised, I'm sorry, but here he is. This is my new little guy. I'm completely amazed and just keep falling in love with him more and more. I'm sitting here looking at him and looking at his hair. That is just unbelievable. He is quite realistic. And I love him in this outfit, and I am not even sure I want to change him out of it, but I'm going to. I say that all the time. Other people say that all the time. So I'm sorry for saying it again, but it really is a beautiful, adorable outfit. He just looks so boy and so sweet and so delicate. But I'm going to go ahead and change him into an outfit that I picked out for him while he was on his way. And because honestly, this is the only outfit I've ever seen him in. The artist photos of her version of the prototype were taken in this outfit and this outfit alone. So I've never seen him in anything else, not even in a onesie. As a refresher, or if this is your first time seeing him with his gorgeous little feet, this is the Jonah sculpt by Heike Kolpin. This is prototype number 2 by Anastasiya. Could be Gangalo, who is a beautiful artist from Russia, master artist that is just... I admire so much that talent. I just admire that talent so much. So I'm really pleased to have her work and to say her name to you guys because her doll is beautiful. The way that she presented her doll and the way she represents her art was beautiful. And so I want to make sure that she gets props for that. I did watch my box opening back, and as I was editing it even, I realized I said presentation about 437 times. I didn't count, but it was a lot. So I'm trying to avoid that word, but if you watched the box opening, you'll probably be understanding of why I said that. And I mean, thank you, everybody, for all of the amazing comments on him about how beautiful he is and your congratulations to me. I always feel a little bit weird saying thank you when somebody says he's gorgeous because I just bought him. I was lucky enough to buy him. I did not contribute at all to the amazing art that he is. So, but thank you anyway for expressing happiness and for me, for the enjoyment I'm getting out of him. And I have a name for him. I think I have a middle name too. I think I'm just going to go with the middle name because it's just what's in my mind, and it's got a couple different layers of meaning. So we're going to go ahead and share that in this video as well. I know a couple of people mentioned that they'd never seen this sculpt. It is brand new. I think that the pre-release is in January. No, the pre-order is open now, and I think the kit release is in January of 2020. So you can order the kit now as long as it's still available. I'm looking at his sweater. This little tag says baby boy. If it's still available, there were 450 kits made. Then you can order it now. I know McPherson's has it. Dolls by Sandy has it. What's the other one? Really? Irresistibles has it. Oh, he's just so beautiful. And look at him with the white background. I mean, this baby. Excuse the clicking of this camera. I'm going to take a picture of him right now because I want to get him dressed, but I don't want to go back and edit this video a bunch of time, you know, forever, and then export it because it takes a really long time. You should have seen yesterday. It took so long because I took so many friggin' pictures. I had to edit so many sections of that box opening video yesterday, and it was midnight by the time it was after midnight by the time it was uploaded. So I'm doing my best to try and capture how stunning he is. Not doing a great job. It's incredible how different the lighting is, just depending on what setting you have the camera on, right? And most of these are wanting to put a flash on him, as you're seeing. Oh, that's a nice mode. This is creative mode, and it's like automatically judging the levels and stuff. Last one. Last one. Okay. So let me show you what I'm going to put him in. Oh, look at this baby. Yeah, he has this long sleeve onesie on. We're going to take it off probably to put him in this bodysuit. He could just live in this, just in this white bodysuit forever. So for those that were curious how the bonding is coming along, I would say it's coming along awesome, and I've spent very little time. You pretty much saw most of the time I spent with him yesterday in the box opening if you watched it. Every time I move him, I'm going to take more pictures. But we're going to refrain, right? Because he's going to be here for a while. If you ask me right now, forever. Sonia is very intuitive on my dolls and what I like. She's one of my subscribers, and she said she has a feeling that he's going to be a favorite like Charlie, and I have to agree. So I picked this out for him. This is from Kate Quinn. It's the viscose, what do they call that? Modal. Probably says it on here. Yeah, it's bamboo. Oh, it's viscose from bamboo. She calls it something modal, and I can't remember what it's called, but it has this beautiful barnyard pattern on it. And then I got him, because this color in the background to me really went along the lines of this color, which is marzipan. I got matching booties. Yeah, it matches great. And I got him the flight hat. And looking at the lap neck here, I think that it's going to come over just nicely on his shoulders, that he's not going to need another bodysuit underneath. Here's the flight hat. So I don't know why I felt like this would suit him, so I'm going to put this on him and just sort of welcome him home into something that has been here and waiting for him. It's like part of the homecoming thing. We'll take the tags off. And I just want all my responsibilities to go away, and then I can just sit and play with my dolls, and that would be so amazing. I think about when I worked from home for all that time in the beginning of my hobby. That's what my setup was. The beginning of my collecting. I had spent so much time on my videos and my photographs, and I'm like, I totally slacked out on my life. I would like steal any moment that I could to get on there and do that. How much more I could have accomplished if I was more responsible. And now that I'm working out of the house, outside of the house, you know, I am focused when I'm not, when I'm working, right? Well, I also work when I come home too, because we still do have our business. So this is my first look at this guy's chunky arms. So he's got chunky shoulders, and that gives him this shruggy look. It's so sweet. And he is wearing Mother Care New Baby, this outfit that he's wearing. So as she called it, he is a Mother Care baby. This is so it's designed with love for your little one is what the inside of the bodysuit says, and it's Mother Care New Baby, which is up to 7.5 pounds, which is their newborn size. Now, my Atticus, who is Niklaus, was also an 18-inch baby, but he was slight, and he wore Mother Care Tiny Baby, which is more closer to their preemie or tiny newborn. And I thought that he looked bigger, and for sure it's confirmed. So we'll go ahead and get him dressed. He smells like where he came from. It's like perfumey and exotic and baby and all kinds of stuff in one. So we're going to see how he looks in this color. This marzipan type color is obviously got a lot of gold or yellow tones, yellowish tones to it, but his hair is this golden brown, this beautiful golden brown, and I think it'll pick that up. One of the things that I do notice, depending on what setting I have my camera on, he can look, the lighting makes everything look yellow, right? So it could draw out the yellowish in his skin tones. We're going to find out. And I myself have kind of a yellow undertone, and my skin tone is a little bit yellow, which sounds really weird, but that's how they define it. If I compare myself to other skin tones like Native American or the Irish, or there's redder or browner, I'm definitely more yellow. And this fabric, beechwood modal. Beechwood modal, that's what they call the fabric. Kate Quinn calls this viscose, bamboo viscose fabric. Is so smooth and thin and soft. Look at that. Why don't you turn this way and everybody can see the other side of your face? These puffy eyes are one of my favorite things. Look at, these are size newborn, and look how big they are on him. You could even pull them all the way up if you unfolded them. They're huge on him. So cute. Do we want... I think it looks a little weird with the booty to be pulled up that high. I'll pull it up to his knees maybe. My friend Ashley's way better at this stuff than I am. I think I really like this on him. Yeah, I think I do. I'm sorry to cover your beautiful toes. Cutie pie. Okay. Look at this kid. You are perfection, little boy. Let's see what the flight hat looks like on you. It's very lightweight and slippery, so it shouldn't interfere with his hair tug on his hair at all. Do I have it on the right way? I think I do based on the tag, but let me just, I just want to take a look at it. See, the tag is right here, which would make me think, yeah, that's got to be the back, right? But it seems like that should be the back. Let's try it that way. But that's like a neck hole. Maybe it's absolutely identical. You know, that's funny. It seems like it might be the same all the way around. It's got to be that way. Don't laugh at me. Ashley, if I have it backwards, can you DM me? It looks backwards. It looks backwards. You gorgeous. Let's do it this way. Why would you put the tag up in the baby's head, though? No, the other way was right. All right, well, at least I saw. I had to check. Hopefully everybody had a good chuckle at my expense. At my inexperience. Just doesn't seem right, but I don't know. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. Maybe I just don't like it. It just seems weird. Maybe it's up too far. Well, this is going south. What do you think? I think you're beautiful. So there he is. There he is in his new outfit. I do love it. I do love it, and I do love his little thigh rolls, and I love pretty much everything about him right now. So I'll let you guys get a nice look at him. All right, so let's talk names. So this little dude, I've decided to name Malakhi. Malakhi is, I'll put the spelling somewhere in the description below, but Malakhi is one of my all-time favorite names. I'll forget now exactly what it means. It's something like, you know, messenger from God, something like that. It is a biblical name, Old Testament biblical name. You may laugh, or you may not be surprised. Actually, where I first heard that name was in a Stephen King movie when I was a kid that freaked the heck out of my mom, that I loved and found very scary, called Children of the Corn. But the kids that were evil in the movie all had biblical names. So, but anyway, I just think it's such a beautiful name. Now, Malakhi, and especially, so the more common spelling now is like an anglicized or an English version. I'm going to go with the more original, which I think is more of a Hebrew spelling. But I love that name, and it sounds a little bit Russian, although it's not Russian. The other two names I had picked out were Russian names, but we're going to go with Malakhi, and I think that he'll settle into it the longer that I have him, but I have loved that since childhood. Now, his middle name is going to have a couple of layers, but his middle name is going to be King. One, a nod to the great Mr. Stephen King, who also did the movie where I first heard the name. also a nod to him just because he's freaking awesome. And also because Jonah, which is his sculpt name, the story of Jonah was in the Book of Kings in the Old Testament. So it's a nod to his sculpt name. And finally, it's a nod to something that was actually a total error of memory on my part. There's a movie called The Family Stone with Sarah Jessica Parker and is it not Owen Wilson, the other one, the other guy. And anyway, Craig T. Nelson plays the father of the family, Mr. Stone, and his son and his son's husband end up adopting a baby. And at the very close of the movie, in the final holiday scene, they come over with their little baby that they adopted. And he says he called him King and his name. And he said, "You are the king," to this little baby with these big eyes. And I kept thinking he said that it may have been Jonah, but it's not. The baby's name was Gus, King Gus. "You are the King of Kings." That's what he said to him. And I actually almost thought of the name Gus because just that scene and that phrase just, I just love it for whatever reason. But no, he's Malakhi. This is Malakhi, and but I will reserve Gus for maybe a different baby in the future. Maybe. I hope you love this boy. If you don't, that's okay too. But I hope that you enjoy seeing him, and thank you again for all of the appreciation and congratulations that I've gotten. I'm so pleased to have him. I definitely feel really, really lucky to have been able to have him. You know, it's just it's such an exquisite hobby and such an emotional hobby. And there's so many amazing artists and there's so many amazing sculpts. And how do you choose, right? And then you choose and you keep wanting to look. And then you have those times where you see and you know. And this is one of those times. This is one of the artists that I appreciate every doll that she's made that I've seen photos of. So to experience her artwork in person is just really, really cool. You know, to be able to bring in a limited edition sculpt like this and see this sculptor's work, just in a space of gratitude for all of it. And yeah, so I just wanted to express that. It's a cool and humbling hobby in general, all of my dolls. And all the way back to my very first doll, some of you know who that was. His name was Norman Walker. A nod to Norman Reedus and Walking Dead, my favorite show and my favorite character and all of that. And he was an air dry paint baby. I believe it was the Leah sculpt. And he was affordable for me at the time, but still really expensive for me at the time, and still not, I mean, I haven't come across a single reborn that's not expensive, a significant amount of money, really. I don't even go shopping for new shoes. I go to the consignment store. So this whole hobby's a whole different thing for me. But anyway, I think I paid $200 for that reborn, and I was just so amazed when he came and so tickled with the artwork and the hair painting and just the idea, like with all art, when an artist is creating and they're pouring their energy and their vision and their talent and their efforts into this object, the object is infused with all of that energy, and that's where the life comes from, in my opinion. So not every reborn doll maker is an artist, but many of them are. And so, and every single one has a different feeling to it in my experience. So just grateful to have found the dolls and to have this baby and just gushing over him. So in a mushy space. Okay, that's it. Gonna hop off from here, and we will be back soon with more. Sending out much love to you guys. Bye for now.